Welcome to the Howdy Boomy podcast. Today is Wednesday. It is the 7th of February. A gorgeous day here in the Buffalo, New York area with sun shining. And welcome to the Howdy Boomy podcast. Behind me you're going to see a poster that says Memories for the Age of Aquarius. And there's some things on there. What they are sayings or quotes from various people, television shows, movies, politicians during the 60s, 50s, the baby boomer era that you always remember. What we have here is a failure to communicate. That was said by Strother Martin and Cool Hand Luke, but that's on there and it could aptly apply to half the politicians here today. Up through the ground came a bubble and crude from the Beverly Hillbillies. The police are not here to cause disorder. They're here to preserve disorder. Mayor Richard J. Daley said that during the 1968 Democratic Convention when people were complaining that the police were beating up the demonstrators there. Keep on sending those Boxtops to Battle Creek, Michigan. One thing about geography in the days of the baby boomer tots. Every baby boomer knew where Battle Creek, Michigan was. Because eating Kellogg's cereals and to get the little submarines or the frogmen or any toys that were offered to kids who ate Corn Flakes or Kellogg's Sugar Pops or Rice Krispies or Frosted Flakes, you would listen to Tony the Tiger, whoever, and tape 3 or 4 pennies to a box top of Kellogg's cereal and send it to Battle Creek, Michigan. So you may not know where China is. You may not know where Rome is. You may not know where New York City is. But you sure as hell knew where Battle Creek, Michigan was, because that was a part of the Kellogg's empire. When you were a kid, that's what you did. And now, kids don't do that. There's no reaction like that. They're sitting there staring at this. A great communicating tool, but boy, it takes a lot of memories away. It takes a lot of physical activity away. There was a primary, a voter, a caucus in Nevada. And I could probably say now, said this last week, but Nikki Haley is done. When you are running for office and they have the choices, and one of the choices is none of the above, and you poll less than none of the above, you're dead. And that's what happened to her. I mean, she might have a tremendous message, evidently not. Basically, her message is the same as Chris Christie's message. I'm not Donald Trump, I hate Donald Trump. But when you poll less than none of the above, you're through. Mainly because if you're a Wall Street executive, are you going to throw $10 million down a rat hole known as the Nikki Haley campaign? So now it's going to be Trump versus Biden. And we're going to watch the press and the judicial system weaponized by the Bidens to go after Donald Trump and get him off the ballot. Make him seem as though he's the worst human being on the face of the planet. He is this generation's Adolf Hitler. And that's really, really too sad. I sat there and watched a Joe Biden press conference when he said that when he first took office here in 2020, and he went to a G7 meeting, he sat down and told the people there that the United States is back. And he said Francois Mitterrand, the president of France, told him, "It's good to have you back. How come you've been away so long?" The only problem was Francois Mitterrand died 28 years ago. So Joe Biden had a conversation with the dead man. Now I'm sure the next time he meets with China, he's going to quote Mao Zedong, how they got together and just solved the problems. This man is leading our country, and he has no clue what's going on. That's a scary situation. And what do you think our allies are thinking? What do you think our enemies are thinking? This guy is out to lunch. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So Nikki Haley is done. Joe Biden is clueless. We cannot send any more money to Battle Creek, Michigan. And now the illegal aliens are beating the hell out of cops, being released from jail. Now they're getting food cards, $1,000 a month in addition to $3,700 a month for a family. Come here illegally. You know what happens? There's an old saying. You're loyal to the man who signs your paycheck. This is a deliberate invasion of our country by the Biden administration to have these people sop our economy. But they're going to vote Democratic because that's who's giving him the checks. The Democratic Party is going to be responsible for some deaths. Because if there's organized gangs already here terrorizing New York City, what do you think the terrorists are doing? They're here. They came through here with no problem whatsoever, and they're planning something. Remember that. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast every day on the YouTube channel, the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow. It'll be interesting. It'll be topical. It'll bring back some memories. The baby boomer era. We sit here and we shake our head. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.